Okay. So my name's Ken Finnan, and my job is to get you past all the exams. And the number one question I get before I do my live, so I'm hoping to save some time and make it less chaotic, is what do I do? I'm taking the test tomorrow or 2 weeks or whatever it is. So let's first of all, if you're taking it tomorrow, too late, you're fucked. Okay. No, I'm kidding around. Get some sleep. If you're taking it tomorrow, you should not be on my live. You should be getting sleep and you should be going over customer accounts. Literally any exam you take, literally any exam, you should probably read customer accounts. I have crash course videos you can watch, playlists you can watch. Go watch those and get some sleep. If you have a significant other, make sure they do the right thing or ask them to do the right thing. And you don't want to make them do anything, but you ask them. Just massage. That's all I'm talking about. Just keep it relaxed. No fighting, stuff like that. Now, if you're taking it beyond tomorrow, so if you're taking it tomorrow, what are you doing out here? Get off here, click and get out of here. If you're taking it beyond tomorrow, so let's say you're taking it in 2 days. Tomorrow is no testing. It's adding knowledge, reading customer accounts, going over videos, hopefully my crash course videos or others. Bottom line is you don't want to stress yourself out. You don't want to take a test. I'm not a fan of testing. Some people like it. I disagree with it because if you go bad, there's no upside. If it goes bad for you, you're screwed. So I say, don't take a test tomorrow. Take it easy. Around dinner time, you're done. I don't care if you're taking the test at 5 o'clock at night. At dinner time, you're done. Okay? Don't do anything. Again, the night before is always kind of go out to dinner. Don't go, pounding, going fireballs, but just literally go out to dinner, maybe talk to people who aren't involved in it, who don't care about the test, don't want to hear it. You want to do stuff that just relax you. If you have SDC or Notman, they have these little sheets that you can go through. Maybe the day before, make sure you go over it like hot sheets or key topic stuff or crunch time facts. Again, I have crash course playlists, a whole playlist on almost every test you can take. Now, let's say you're taking it more than 2 days out. So what you want to do is within the up to, but not including the last, I don't even know if that's right. The last 8 to 10 days is testing. Okay. Before that, you're reading and quizzing and testing, all that. A lot of focus on reading, mostly focus on reading, watching videos, adding knowledge. But in the last 8 days, not including the day before, so whatever that is, so 10 days before, you're going to take tests every day. One test, not two. If it's a 63 of the SIE, maybe you can take two. But again, I don't think it works that well. Oh, I feel the heat on my back. I really just want to turn around and take a dive. The problem is when I go in there, there's a manatee warning. The boats have to go around me. I have to wear a flag saying manatee, don't hit me, stuff like that. Now, up to but not including the day before the test, you are to take one final a day. Now, remember something. When you do a final, review the whole thing, not just the wrong answers. And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of do a triage. There's really 3 or 4 choices. You look them over. If you got it right for the right reason, you're good. Move on. Make sure you read the answer why. Okay. 2, if you got it right for the wrong reason, mark that down. You have to review it because if you got it right because you guessed, that's just as bad as a wrong. Almost more dangerous, right? Because you think you got it. 2, if you got it wrong because you misread it, which happens with the Kaplan, Past Perfect, STC, even Achievable, all of them, you can misread it. If you get it wrong because you misread it, but you knew the concept, don't worry about it. The last one is you got it wrong because you didn't know your shit. That you have to review. So really, you're going to have 4 choices, mark them all. And then if you got it right for the right reason or wrong because you misread it, but you understand the concept, don't worry about it. The ones you have to review are the ones you got right for the right reason. And then the ones you got for the wrong reason, the ones you got for the wrong reason. See, when I talk too fast, my brain is here, my mouth is here, and they're not in conjunction. And then ones you got right for the wrong reason, like guessing, and then you got to be honest with yourself. Don't be like, oh, I think I know it. Or the ones you got wrong for the right reason. I guess the right reason to be wrong, you don't know it. If you're starting to memorize questions, buy another QBank. STCS 4 supplemental exams. If you want, buy Kaplan. But again, you don't want to add a new QBank in the last few days. You want to do it out so you can literally get used to the question because you don't want to switch it up the day before. Again, you need to go in there like a badass. You need to go into the test like I'm going to fucking own this shit and you're going to run it, okay? You got to go in there confident. You got to understand that if you go in there confident, if you go into this test as a confident badass, not cocky, confident, I know my shit, then when you see a hard question, you're going to go, oh, I can do this, okay? And you can work through it or even mark for review, shit like that. If you go in there where you're not sure and you're like, oh, I'm afraid, then every hard question is going to look to you like, see, I knew I should have waited. And that's a bad thing because you won't try it. I've seen that so many times where if you give someone positive confirmation of good work, they're willing to work a little bit harder on the question. If you're like, oh, I'm not ready, they go, oh, I knew I wasn't ready. They give up. We don't want give up. We want you to attack it like you know your shit. Okay. And that's literally it. You maybe want to watch some of my exam walkthrough videos, join my live, but not the night before. I don't want to see you the night before. I want to see you after you pass so we can play a song for you and blow it out your ass. Okay. Good. Okay. Everyone, go beat this thing. You got this. I believe in you. I 100% believe in you. And you need to say every morning, get up in the morning, brush your teeth with your offhand, even if you want to brush your teeth with your foot, and keep saying, I'm going to pass this. I'm going to pass this. Say it like 10 times with confidence. Not I need to pass it. Not I got to pass it. I'm going to pass it. That's your goal. Go beat this thing. We got it, baby.
We going live with the Q&A, and I'm counting it down. Lock in with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We are live right now. The questions, the answers, the energy, it's all happening. Drop your questions in the chat. Turn that volume up, and let's make this a
boom. How's everyone doing? Happy pre-Thanksgiving Tuesday. Cheers. Okay. Hope everyone's doing well. It's going to be a light night, I think, because it's a holiday week. And we'll see what happens. So, Elisa, thank you very much. I'm hoping you have a good holiday, too. Thanksgiving, eat a lot. Hopefully, the weekend's going to be good. It is a great time to sneak a little studying in. So, hopefully, it won't be too busy tomorrow, right? It shouldn't be too busy tomorrow. And then we get into it after that. Thursday morning, before all the shit's done, maybe just throw it in there and try to get an hour or two of studying, and then take the rest of the day, enjoy your family, go fight with your racist uncle, all that shit. Then Friday should be a half day. You can get, so literally you can almost get like 4.5 days of studying without really having any problem getting in your way. So I think that works. Okay, a couple of things. My dogs are going nuts. Hold on. Okay, where is it? Okay. Let's go over a couple of things here. One, we have we do help two people tutor. That's, you go to series7exam.org. We have a bunch of tutors. I'm a tutor. You're a tutor. Wouldn't we like to be a tutor too? Only old people know that song. I have 2 other tutors on there. I have a 79 tutor on there. I'm working on a CFP guy, so we'll get there. CFP and CFA. Moving on from that. If you don't like my style and whatever, if you don't, then go screw yourself. But if you don't, there's a guy, Michael Weiss at series7examtutor.com. He's really good at what he does. He's about half the cost of me and stuff like that. Last thing I'm going to bring up is if you're looking for another vendor, go check out Achievable. STC is good. I have links for that. A discount link too. And then you have Achievable, has some great stuff. Okay. They're really good as a supplement. They're well positioned. They really do a good job teaching this stuff. They really good job explaining everything. That you do like an 8-minute video, and then 8-minute read, and then a video fills it in. And Brandon Rith, who's a great tutor, he has a website, a YouTube channel called Basic Wisdom. He's really good. He wrote all their stuff. They're tweaking it now because he's not with them anymore. But whatever it is, okay. Now let's get into this. Brittany, that is outstanding. I love it. Okay. Boom. I love it. The Power Hour. I love that video. My brutal for the 7 and the 66 and 65. My brutal exams will really help you a lot. They will absolutely help you a ton. Here you go. Here's one.
I want to take me to Funky Town. Want to take me to Funky Town. Want to take me to Funky Town.
We're going to have to suffer listening to that a million times. Okay. Good stuff. I think. Let me see. Who's that? Oh, I love it. I actually have a list of things I can use now. That is awesome. And tonight's game. Okay, here we go. Okay. Heriberto Diaz. Come on, baby. What test you taking? And what are you looking for? Here, we're here to help. We got an hour or until I die. One of the two, whichever comes first. Okay. So here we go. So if you go to my playlist called Practice Exam Walkthroughs, I have a bunch of exams. I started doing this probably in 2018. I created this space in a way, right? So I started doing exams online so you can go along with me. Okay, Herberto, that's awesome. You got any questions? Hit me up. Now, what happened was I started doing it, and then I said I did the FINRA exam, I did an STC one, I did a couple of Chival, and then I have one that's going to give you the same vibe. For the SIE, I have one that's going to give you the same vibe as the actual exam. It's pretty good. It's really good. I think I call it 75 questions. It's the first one in there. And anyone taking the 7, go find my 2 videos, which will absolutely help you. The brutal exam and then the GPT versus the 7 exam. They're really good. I think they're going to help you a lot. Okay. I got to roll up a little bit. Okay. And welcome on. First time, long time, baby. It's your maiden voyage into the hell of chaos. Okay. Yeah, so past perfect is solid. Okay. Past perfect is good. The only thing about past perfect is that they go very deep. Okay. So, Catherine, if you're going to use past perfect and you get it, you're going to be fine. You're going to be in good shape. Absolutely good shape for that. Don't worry about that. Okay. That's solid. They just remember when they go into, see, this is what I say. When you have past perfect, I always say when they see a math question, they have a stroke. Like I had a student texting me, like her test had like 7 questions on like covered straddles, which is long stock, shorter put, shorter call. I'm like, yeah, you may get one of those, but they make you seem like the whole entire test is hard ass option questions, and it's not. They're good, but they'll get you there. Okay. Catherine, boom, you got that for the SIE. I get it. I love it. That's awesome. It's absolutely great that you use them, and they will help you. Just take their math shit with a grain of salt. Okay, first week of Jan. We got tons of time, Melania. That's right. Scoring 50%. You're fine. Don't worry about your scores. I have one girl, Giovanna. Now we start worrying about scores, and she started. But you got a month. I would not worry about your scores until like the 10th or maybe the middle of December. Focus on adding knowledge, figure out what's wrong, stuff like that. That's your best bet. This fucking shit is so gross. I'm drinking. Okay. Good. That's awesome. Keep hammering. Try to get through here's the thing on this. So when you're studying for this, I'm a massive fan of getting through the book just one time. Just get through it. Get through the whole thing, get the words right. Then go back and do chapter quizzes, see where you're weak, and reread. Because you may be good at some stuff and you don't need to go over it like a bunch of times. So I'm saying, if Herberto, I think Herberto, I guess that's what I hope I'm saying it right. He's probably like, that's not fucking this. Okay. I would focus on reading as much as possible, learning, watching my videos. They'll help you a ton. They explain shit. I have a really good series in the playlist, 7 playlists on mutual funds. I have 3 videos in a row. They're outstanding. I mean, I'm biased, or am I based? Okay. Damien, stay there. Okay. Does Thanksgiving is always a weird week. That's why I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm not sure I'm going to do a live for the 65. Maybe just wait till the week after, but we'll see. Okay. I'll either do it Wednesday or Friday or not at all. Okay. I have a playlist. So I have 2 find my 63, 65 playlist. The first 4 videos will help you a ton with that stuff because tonight's Adam. So tonight is really FINRA night, so I'm not going to go heavy into it. But remember, like IA is registered either federal or state, never both, right? Or agents pretty much always register, stuff like that. I have a great box. I think it's a great box that helps you kind of keep everything straight. And it's in my quick and easy. I might say Series 63. And also, anyone taking the 65 or 66, if you see Series 63 on it, watch it. It's just the regs portion of that. Because YouTube doesn't really like me posting the same video up with different titles. It's not a good idea. Okay. And Melania, don't sweat your scores yet. As long as you're learning, you remember, you always want tomorrow to be a little bit better than today. Or today to be better than yesterday. Okay. Okay. Boom. Oh, that's awesome. Damien, that is outstanding. That is outstanding. Where are we? Yeah, too soon. Do I do this one? Here we go. that is outstanding. So get the 7. You're taking the 7 on the 10th, which is 15 days. Okay. Now, here's my thing on this. Yes, watch my videos, obviously, right? The crash course. But you got to make sure you're solid. If this is for Heriberto too. But I don't know when you're taking it, so I don't want you to niche down until. But Heriberto and Damien, okay? Obviously, options. I fucking say that, right? Make sure you have like debt in general down, but be good. I understand the munis, geo versus revenue, stuff like that. But here's where everyone gets screwed up: mutual funds and annuities. Mutual fund and annuities. That's going to help you the most. Okay, mutual fund and annuities. It's going to be easy points if you read it over and over again. So you really want to make sure options, obviously, munis, debt in general, mutual funds and annuities, and suitability. That's big. And the night before, the morning of, reread customer accounts because it's low hanging fruit. And you want to make sure you got that. Okay. Heriberto, I hope that helped you a little bit. Angie nailed the 7 the other day. She's part of our membership group. And hey, let's talk about that. I'll use that as a segue. After we make, hold on. This is for Angie. Don't let your fiance be jealous. Angie went in like a bad bitch, baby. She definitely went in like a bad bitch. She was so happy. It was great. It was awesome. It really worked well for her. I loved it. Okay. And this is how she went into the test.
Well, the Series 7 exam. I'm a bad bitch, and I'm going to take this test like a savage. A little sparkle never hurt anyone studying for finance.
Just had to get it in there, didn't you?
Of course I did. Angie, I'm so happy for you. Now she's on to the 66, but she's right. The questions are look, I'm not a fan of saying, find the vendor that's closest, right? I'm saying SDC out of all the vendors is the closest. But here's what happens. You get somebody, Kaplan's good, they're all good, right? Notman's good, all they're good. Achievable's great, but none of them look like the exam. But what happens is like Achievable or Kaplan will have, they'll have 2 questions that they sneak in there that look like the test. And you go, oh my God, Kaplan looks like the test. Same thing with SDC. I think in general, SDC is the closest, but again, none of them match. If you really want to match what the exam is like, the vibe, find my brutal Series 7 brutal or my GPT versus a 7. That will be your best bet. Okay. Okay, here we go. Jessica, stay on. Boom. I love it. Brittany, that's awesome. I am so happy for you. It's sometimes some people get hard ass fucking tests. They do. And some people get regular tests, right? So my brother took it today. The 66.
Oh, is that right?
Just for the hell of it. He said it was a hard test. He said he said it's very hard to teach that because it's just about doing questions, really doing questions. He said the beginning was easy, middle was hard, he passed. I told him he should have failed so we could take it again, but that would be unethical. Whatever, we wouldn't do that. But he did pass. And he said he was pretty sure once he got it. The beginning was easy, the middle was an ass kicker, and the end was pretty easy. I think a lot of the tests were all that way.
That's how I remember all the tests being. They start off, they like warm you up, and then you hit that midsection, and it's like it turns into a steep grind.
Right. So I've done that, right? So I've taken the exam like 6 times in the last like 20 years, right? The one I took, there's one I do that I go over with people in my mind. The first question was like an EBITDA question. Like EBITDA, and I'm like, I was like, oh my God, I'm dead. And then the rest was pretty easy. But it was like they punch in the face first. So most of the time it's easy, hard, easy. But once in a while they go, you know what? I'm gonna fuck with you a little bit. Okay. But Brittany, that's awesome. Are you done? Hope you're done. That's great. I hope you are. Jessica. That's awesome. I do agree that the Power Hour is a great video. I think it's really good. A lot of high target shit that you're gonna get in there. That is outstanding. Here we go. This is for you.
Like a bullet to your brain. Upside, inside out. Living la vida loca. She'll push and pull you down. Living la vida loca.
love it. I love that I actually have now. I used to only have like 6 videos to choose from. I have like 15. So you guys are in fucking trouble now. Okay. Carmen, you had them. So what Jeff does with people, which is great. I do the tutoring, obviously. I'm the maestro, right? But what I do have, Jeff does a custom study plan where you just meet with him on the phone and he goes over, like spends however long, going over a plan specifically for your scenario. He does a lot of research on this shit. I'm sure if he put all his research together, he might be able to get a doctorate in that shit. But he'll do his thesis. Well, if Miss Biden can get one, I guess you can get one. So the point is, he's really good at it. It's super cheap. It's like $50. It's half the cost of all the other tutors we have, and it's really good. Okay. The 65, Lavisa, stay on there. Okay. Now, the 65 is not for investment banking. The 65, it's of course it's good to have, but you might as well get the 65 and 63. If you mean the 7, yes, the 79 is for invest. So the Series 79 is for investment banking. The 65 is for giving advice, and that's a standalone test. So if you get the 7, you're going to want to get either the 63 and 65 together or the 66. 66 is one exam. It's probably better to take that. And then if you miss, you can go to the other route. But yeah, it's a good one to have. 65 is good because it opens up a lot of doors. Like one of the guys I said, he got the 24. And I said, it's going to open up a lot of doors. Now he's seeing recruiters are reaching out to him all the time because they need the 24. And all of them need the 24. So guys, after you pass the 7 and 66, if your firm will let you take the 24, fucking get it. It'll help a lot. So I do think it's good to get the 65 and 63. If you have the 63 ready, you're good to go. Okay. Okay. Boom, baby. I love it. I love it. That one, that gets me banned. Here, we'll do this one.
Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that. Boom.
Even turn monetization on my videos on these lives anymore because I know I'm getting fucking demonetized every fucking time. Okay. Levi said that's awesome. Hey, here's what I always ask. Are there any, since we don't get a lot of 66s on here, any surprises? Yeah, listen. I know, listen, 72 is literally the worst score ever. And I don't remember if you said you changed any answers. I mean, he was doing well, but yeah, so fine. We're going to get you up there now. We're going to get you up. We're going to make sure you don't fail the next time. We're going to make sure that you get, you absolutely nail it. I love it. Okay. Don't sweat this. So hopefully I'll see you Sunday, Platypus. But hopefully you took some time off after the miss. Yeah. That's a lot. Look, that's fine, but that's not easy. Low to mid 90s is not easy to do. I'll score 98, 99s on the real exams. I'm probably high 80s on these stupid things. Okay. No. Don't worry about it. I'm not a fan of pick. Here's the thing. Don't pick the test and let it beat you, right? If you're not in trouble where they're not pushing you, okay? If they're not pushing you to go, if they're not pushing to take it, you take it when you're ready. So I tell people, get the exam done, do the chat, finish the book, get the chapter quizzes done, take the finals. Once you pass 3 or 4 finals in a row solidly, go take the test. You're going to be fine. Okay. Angie, for you, baby. I love it. Okay. Hey, Ryan, thank you. Even though you're not a Lakers fan, that's okay. Jeff might be okay with that because he's a Long Islander. Okay.
I mean, you keep saying that.
What?
I'm from New Jersey.
I know, but you live in Long Island. You chose. Look, if you're born in Germany, moved to U.S., you're now in the U.S. You're not a German anymore.
I've almost lived out here as long as I've lived in New Jersey.
I know.
Actually, if you take away college for 4 years, then yeah, I mean,
where'd you go? You went to Delaware, right?
Yeah.
The duck is it the duck? The hens, right?
Blue hens.
Blue hens, right? Okay. By the way, Ryan, that's like 20. It's like 20 seconds of like waiting, right? So he's talking about that when you hit submit, it takes like 15, 20 seconds to submit. And that's a long time. As I keep telling my wife, 15 seconds is a long time, but she doesn't believe me. It is what it is. Okay. So congrats, Ryan, baby. What are we going to do for you? Is this it? Holidays, baby. Get ready for Christmas vacation. Okay.
I feel like you need to have the video going along with the song.
I know. I will. I can do that. I can do that. That's what, with the other ones I have it, but I'll have to look. I'll try to do that tonight for next week. Okay. Oh, and anyone who's a member, know that Jeff is he just came up with another video for he has a lot of training videos, like for teach how to study. He's doing already. They're hitting off well in the membership thing. And he just can't, he sent me a new one that I'm going to edit and create, go crazy on. Okay. 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 I'm taking the SIE in 13 days and 7. Okay. I thought it was 13 days and 7 days. Okay. Listen, don't worry about the 7 yet. Focus on the SIE. Make sure you have the investment risk down and make sure you have what a registered rep can and cannot do, like prohibited activity, shit like that. Make sure you have that pretty down. Okay. That's your best bet. You got to really make sure that that's where you are. And if you want to really set yourself up for the 7, get the options down. Don't focus on it. But if you can start clicking on the options, you'll be in good shape. You'll be in very good shape. Ugh, painful. Ugh. Okay. 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 It's been 15 years since 910. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the net cap will help. I don't have a lot of 27 videos out there, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. The 27, yes, there's math. It's less about the math and more about the regs. Make sure you have that stuff down. You will have to do a deeper dive than my and that cap video does, but not much more. So I think you're fine. Just take your time. The 27 isn't brutal. Okay. You can get it. Just focus more on the regulations than the math. Hope that helps a little bit. And don't cram the night before. Take it easy. Okay. Okay. Okay, Giovante, we'll talk. Okay. Oh, Giovante, email Jeff at Jeff. I don't want to send a time on here. Email Jeff at Campavantage Tutoring. It's scrolling across the bottom. Okay, where are we? Okay. Welcome on, Andrea. Okay. So the STC box on mine, and the only difference is they put their calls on top and puts on bottom. I put the calls on left and the puts on the right. It's not that big a difference. Hold on. Let me see something. I can probably see if I can share that shit. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, a little bit bigger. That's what she said. Okay, here we go. Share a little bit. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see how that looks.
Okay. Yep. Back it up.
Yep. That's too
forward.
Well, that's worse.
There we go. Oh, we're going the right direction.
I don't know if you can read that or not.
It's small.
Let me see something. Hold on. Let me see something. Hold on. I know that's too big. Never said to me in my life. Okay, hold on. Oh, I know what I can do. Let's see if that gets bigger.
No.
No, try. Oh, it's even though I zoomed in.
It's getting better.
Okay. Well, if you're on your phone, you're fucked. Okay. So. Okay. So if you're on your phone, you're screwed. So get on a laptop and watch this shit. Okay. So first of all, see. So Andrea, mine are on the left. His are on the right. So STC's on the right. STC has them on the top. So it's literally the same thing except for this down here. I don't. You probably can't see my mouse. This thing right here, this part is on the top up here. There's other than that, the only other thing I do is I have these little things in the middle that no, that's still too small.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that was too big though, right?
Yeah, but you could read what you had in the middle.
Right. Oh yeah. So right. So I put when you buy a call, buy a put, it's a long straddle. I don't think I can go low. That's the problem is I can't go any lower, but I wonder if I did this. Don't think it would matter. Still too big. Okay. Doesn't matter. So let me get out of that. Okay. Ooh, that just got a lot smaller, didn't it? Okay. So again, the buy call buy put is a straddle, long straddle. Sell call sell put is a short straddle. If you look at the left two boxes, that's a spread, buy call, sell call, and the right is a put spread. Again, the only real difference is where we put where the calls and puts are. Bottom line, top left is always buy a call. That's right. And down here, the bottom where it says strike plus premium, that tells you the break even for both of them. Whether you buy a call or sell a call, it's strike plus premium. And if it's buy a put or sell a put, it's strike minus premium. Hope that helps a little bit. Okay. Yeah, Giovanni, reach out to Jeff. He can help you out. Okay. We may be done early here. Look at this. Okay. 55 minutes. Wow. Jessica, that's fucking nuts. I hate, like when I took the 66 a long, long time ago, I did the first one in like 40 minutes. I got an 81. I thought I did better. But then I have the question down and I looked at them. I said, I saw I made a bunch of mistakes. Like when I went through them in my head. Then I let it expire. I took it like 2 years, 2 years and a month later. And I took the entire 3 hours and I got a 99 on it. So it was a big difference. So speeding, Jessica, that's outstanding that you did it. But that's way too fucking fast. Under an hour is like nut job stuff. But Jessica, you beat it. That's all that matters. Okay. Okay. It was very hard and that's okay. Yes, I agree. So well, yeah, see, the problem is none of the vendors really look like the test. They don't. The vendors don't look like the exam. Guys, I'm down to the last one. If I run out of questions, I may just kill it. Because I got a thing to do at 6 a.m. But it is what it is. Okay.
You got a thing.
I got a ting. Okay. So now, a lot of quizzes. And look, there you go, Robbie. So yeah, the learning the topics is better. So I always tell everyone it's better to learn the concepts than the details. Because if you learn the concepts, the details fall. Like if you learn, option stuff, you understand, then the break even makes sense. Bull bear, it makes sense. If you learn the bond stuff, then this stuff the little details make sense. So yeah, Lavisa, I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. Okay, that's fine. Now that's a great question. Melania asked a good question to follow up yours. A good dump sheet. I have a video on one, but don't overthink it. The dump sheet's great, but it's not like, okay, you don't need to fucking own you don't need to spend 20 minutes memorizing it. The dump sheet is more of a memory, just kind of like things like I put the bond triangle or seesaw on it. I put the options box on it. I put slobs over bliss on it. Maybe the tax equivalent yield. I do write the word except on top, EXCEPT, because that reminds me, okay, except reminds me that what I do is every time I see a question that's not or except or false, which I don't really do, I take my hand off the mouse and put it on the word except. So it reminds me that I am doing that. The best way to memorize it is to write it down 20 times a day. So everyone who wants to practice a dump sheet is not taking the test tomorrow. Go to CVS or something and buy a crappy little whiteboard, like a little one, like that big. Because remember, it's shitty ass paper. It's like laminated paper you're drawing on with a crappy marker. So focus on that, do that, and then just write it down on that. Write it down, and then take a picture of it. Here's a better one. Take a picture of it or have it on paper, the first one. Your complete good one, okay? That's you want the complete good one. Then always copy from that one. On the whiteboard, write it down, then erase it, do it again. If you do it like 4 or 5 times a day, it's going to work. It's going to work really well. Okay. That's how you do the dump sheet. Okay, here we go. Okay. Here we go. Robbie, that's awesome. I love my options playlist. I think it's a game changer. I just teach it. I mean, Marquez Esposito does it. Other people are starting to copy it. It is what it is. It's really helpful. Okay. It's a much simpler way of looking at. It's a much simpler way of looking at the options. It's because it's much more visual. You can capture it. Listen, Robbie, that is outstanding.
We were born to be alive.
Robbie. After you pass it, you are born to be alive. I love that shit. Okay, good stuff. Okay. Now, sometimes, okay, the tax equivalent yield, okay. Yeah, I'll get to you, Wayne. So, yeah, I get it. That's what it is. Here's the thing: the dump sheet isn't the magic. Making the dump sheet is the magic. Writing that stuff down so it's stuck in your head and you don't need it. But it's nice to have, like, if you write it down, if you do it, you may not ever need it. But it's nice to know that your little friend is there. Okay. Now, so tax equivalent yield, I always fuck that up too, right? But very rarely do I see that in the exam. The vendors love it, but I really think that the most of the time they're asking questions on federal, because I say out of the exams I've taken, I've seen one where I do the math, and then I've seen a bunch where they just want the formula. I'm going to see if I can find this while we're talking. Jeff, do you have anything to add while I'm doing that?
I don't know.
About studying over the weekend, maybe?
Well, I would say to everyone the opposite. Take your Thanksgiving and enjoy it.
Ah! Blasphemy. Okay. No, that's fine. Look, I'm a fan of people enjoying their life a little bit. I am. But it is what it is. Okay, here we go.
I don't think you should make the test your life. You build it
this
in.
one. If you're taking it next week, you can't take Thanksgiving off. If you're taking it anything beyond like the 5th or 6th, enjoy it. Maybe you watch one of Ken's videos. They're good. Okay.
Bring it to the table.
Yes. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's true. You know, have a little fun game. Have them read as a game around the table. Have them read a question to you, and you need to answer it. Explain it to them. Your racist uncle or aunt is going to love that shit. Okay.
Your Thanksgiving sounds like it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Is that what you do?
What?
Is that what you do? Ask questions around your
yeah, I do. I try. They definitely they get mad because I talk to everyone like I'm teaching them sometimes. Like my wife, the other day, she's like, she fucking trades Bitcoin and all this shit, and she has a good fucking return. She's a good eye for stocks, but she goes, "What is shorting?" So I explained it to her. She goes, "No, do it better." She goes, "No, you're a teacher. You can do it better than that." So I did, and she goes, "No, I don't like that. I think that's crap." Like she doesn't not understand it. She thinks it's wrong. And I'm like, I get that, but it's a valuable part of the business. It creates liquidity. Okay. Wayna, this is how the questions are going to look. Can we read that?
Not really.
Fuck you. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can change it. Is that any better?
A little bit better, but that's better.
The problem is I can't see the whole thing.
Yeah.
So let me go back to this one. How about this one?
Oh, that's no.
This is the best one.
One back. It's stick there. But capital advantage is the sign.
I know. I'm going to check that off. Hold on. Let me get rid of that.
What if you get rid of me on the bottom?
Let's see. Hold on. Bang. Oh, but now it's worse. Hold on. See, it's actually better with you there. See, it's like The Wonderful Life. They're better with you around.
No, that's good enough.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So everyone, I'm going to read it. Hold on. I'm supposed to take that logo away. Hold on one second. Where do I do that? Let's see. There we go.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. This is one of the questions that I asked that looks like the test. So I want everyone to try to answer this question. Everyone try to answer this. Okay. Okay. Kelly, that's a good. Oh, hold on. Lavisa. I'm going to answer a question, but Lavisa. Kelly just said, what's a must know for the 6th? Is there anything on there that you think you had to know that you wish you did? Okay. Now I'm going to talk about other stuff. And so everyone try to answer this question and I'll do it. Okay. Now. Okay. So just do them in order. So there's only, when you're taking the 7, there's only 2 playlists. Well, one when you get close. Watch my options one, which helps just in order. Okay. The options playlist. Remember, it's the amazing option math, not the options basic, option math. Okay. Hope I'll read this to you guys if you guys can't read it. Now, maybe turn your phone sideways. That may make it easier. And then find my Series 7 playlist. The Series 7 exam playlist. It's all just watch it in order. I build up a story. I follow the SEC timeline. I don't read from their book, but it's a follow the SEC timeline. Okay. Now I'm going to read this to you guys in case you can't read it. And Wayne, I know it's fine. You can enjoy it. You can study in the morning. You're a badass. You're going to kill this thing. A tax-exempt mutual fund has a current yield of 4%. For a customer in the 22% tax bracket, the taxable equivalent yield is what? So remember, and Raul, I'll get to you. So and nobody wants to answer this question. So when you're trying to, so tax exempt means muni. Remember that tax exempt means municipal. So think about it. So you're going to say, okay, if I'm bringing home 4%, what would a taxable, what would the corporate equivalent be? So you're going to take 100 minus, I keep saying sales search, 100 minus the tax bracket. So that's 100 minus 22. That should be 78%. And you're going to do 4 divided by 0.78% or 0.78. That's your game. Okay. So we're going to do 4, which is the tax exempt yield, divided by 0.78. And that gives me 5.128. Okay. That is what the corporate bond should be the same of. Okay. So if we have a muni bond, I would need a 5.128 corporate bond to get the same. Because if you pay 5.128, you're paying 22% in taxes, and you're only bringing down, good to Pablo, you're only taking home 78%. So you multiply. So now, if this was a corporate bond, so always remember, multiply the corporate, divide the muni. Multiply the corporate or you divide the muni. Don't do both. So it's a corporate bond, you multiply. So if this was a corporate bond of 4% and you pay taxes on it, obviously, if you are paying 22% in taxes, you're bringing home 78%. Good, Wayne. I see you got this. Okay. Now, that means you're going to do 4. And if this is a corporate, you're going to do 4 times whatever you're bringing home. So you're going to do 4 times 0.78. 4 times, not divide, times 0.78. That's 3.12. Now, that's really cruel because look what they do. They give you the bad answer as A. That if you multiply, you'll be like, oh, I got the number, and you don't get it. That's what sucks. So this is what one of the questions will look like on the exam.
I have a question. Scale of 1 to 10. What would you give the difficulty rating, 10 being the hardest, for that question?
This?
Yeah.
You mean in general or versus the 7?
Versus.
Like, am I saying a 10 is the hardest 7 question or 10 is the hardest they can ever do? So you're saying as far as the 7 goes, this is like a 6?
You think that's a 6?
Yeah, because it's not that fucking hard. None of them are that hard. So what I'm saying is that even a 7-10 question is even a 7 level 10 question is not that hard. As I say, even Angie, remember I said it. If you're doing algebra, you're doing something wrong. So if you're doing heavy math, you're looking at it the wrong way. Yeah. So Wayne, I understand that, but they normally don't ask it. They can, but they don't. Okay. So here's the thing. So if I'm buying a corporate bond, I'm going to include the state tax. If I'm buying an out-of-state muni, I include the state tax. If I'm trying to find out compared to a GL. So remember something. So if I am comparing, again, they don't do it this way. It's mostly 99% of the time it's federal. It's the vendors that love to put that state tax in. Because when I think on the corporate side, it's easy, right? A corporate, I add the state tax in. And if it's an out-of-state muni, if I'm trying to compare it to our in-state muni, I add the state tax in. But I always forget if it's talking about a GO, whether I divide by that or not. Okay, so let's have a little fun. Everyone do number 18.
Ooh, what do we got here?
18's a good one. This I've seen on probably every single fucking exam I've ever taken in my life. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Wayne, remember that you put the questions up and I'm like, I know when it's past. I can always tell when a student is a past perfect student. Yes, it's good, but they go down rabbit holes. They are fucking Alice in Wonderland level shit. Okay. So I'm going to, as radio people hate fucking dead air, but I'm going to do dead air. Hey, dog. Okay. I know what I'll do. I'm going to fill in the time. Here we go. To make you guys happy, there's a dog. Say hi. Happy Thanksgiving. There's what. That's, if you ever hear me yell at Doug, this is Doug.
That's Doug. And the other one's Violet, right?
Or the big one's Violet. She's never. And then here's Teddy. This is the asshole. I love him to death, but he's the asshole. He's one of our right, Mark.
You have 3?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to. Doug was my daughter's. Doug was my daughter's. And then when she had her kid, he didn't love he wasn't mean, but he wasn't super nice to the baby.
Oh.
He was now 6. My super genius. So
my super genius.
So that I took him over. If I was going to take him over for a while, but she keeps having kids. But I think the third, she's not going to have a fourth like I did. But I think the third convinced her not to have a fourth. I love that kid. Finn his real name's Finnan, right? I love this kid. Okay. I love this kid, but he is a pure hellraiser. Like he will literally, you'll find him, he'll climb on anything. If, as my wife said, if he can find the danger, he will. Like if you leave a cabinet open, he'll go past the toys and walk around with a bottle of bleach. Like literally, he has a knack for finding the most dangerous thing in the house. Okay. So
how come more people aren't answering this question?
They're afraid.
Why are they afraid? Just throw an answer out.
Hey, listen to me, guys. This is what I tell everyone. I do it, and no. So when I do the members groups, we do a lot of this because people run out of questions, and I'm just hyper, so we fill it in. We do questions, and my line is, okay. My biggest line is, I'd rather you answer wrong than not at all. 100%.
Make your mistakes now.
What?
Make your mistakes now.
Yes, get it now, baby.
There's nothing wrong with making a mistake.
Yeah. So before I answer, City Hero. I love it. This is a good one or not? Let's see.
Shut up in your face.
Hold on, I'll get a better one. Hold on. What is? Oh, this is. I like that. This one is one of my good ones. It was last summer's big song.
Looking for a man in finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes, finance, trust fund, 6'5". I'm looking for a man in finance, trust fund, 6'5".
Do you remember that song? It's a big thing all over.
Selfie song, was it?
What?
Was that the selfie song?
No, that was just looking for a man in finance.
It
was. She's a comedian. She's a funny girl, and she just did it once. She was making fun of it, and everyone made like rap songs out of it all summer.
Rob's kind of tall.
What?
That's a pretty tall guy.
I know. Under 6 foot. Okay. So anyway, City here. That's awesome. Okay, let's go to this before I get to everyone else. Okay. Which of the following features of a municipal VRDO has the practical effect of making a security short-term? Polo. So here we go. Here's where it goes. A VRDO is a variable rate so that if you have a VRDO, say you're at 5% and rates go to 7, it's going to go to 7. Rates go to 6, it goes to 6. So right now is not a good time to buy VRDOs because rates are going to start dropping eventually if he fires Jerome Powell. Now, so buying a VRDO when rates are low is great now. But here's the second part of it. You can sell it back to the issuer at par anytime you want. Anytime you want, you can sell it back at par. So that means that's called an embedded put option. So the put option makes it act like a short-term bond because you go, hey, I got a 30-year VRDO, but I can sell it back to the issuer tomorrow. Boom, I can make it mature now, and that's it. So a put option, and I've seen this on many, many, many tests. Okay. Now, there we go. I think that works. BHD, I don't know what you're talking about. Email if you want to set up tutoring, hit Jeff at Cap Advantage Tutoring. He will set you fucking straight, which is outstanding. So again, the answer is A as an apple. Okay. What? Okay.
He will set you straight.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. A little bit, Kelly. It's Kaplan's good. I think STC is better, but Kaplan's good. If you're passing Kaplan shit, you'll be fine on the 6. You will be, and it's a hard test. Hey, City Hero, and hey, here's the thing. Oh, first of all, City, I'm going to give you some advice instead of playing that song. First of all, I'll give you advice if you give me some surprises you saw on the 6. What vendor did you use, and what did you think was a big theme on that? Just help. Let's help a girl out with Kelly. Okay. A PhD, baby. Email Jeff and he'll help you out. Okay.
I'll send you links to everything.
Yeah. And with the tutoring and everything. Good. Oh, maybe they go to this one. Default.
I passed the Series 7! That's what I'm talking about. Bring on the fireworks! Woo! This is how you celebrate. Confetti everywhere. Thank you, everybody. Cost.
I've seen him make $4 billion profits and be less excited.
I know. 100%. The 7's a big deal, babies. The 7's a big deal.
It's a very big deal.
Right. Okay. So Caribbean, do you see why it's the interest rate? There is no interest rate cap. Well, even if there is one, right? If there is one, say, but we make it act like a short term, it would just pay that higher rate. The short term means that if you can sell it at par, you're basically make it mature anytime you want. Okay. Boom. Okay. Oh, yeah. If you're Kelly, go take the fucking test. You're in good shape. You're in good shape. Okay. Now, but again, City Hero, if you're on here, please give me, if you have any advice for Kelly. Okay. Be a real hero. Okay. Oh, and your advice for the 63. Okay. Hold on. I'm feeling it. Okay. So now we may have to cut this in a minute. Now,
what are you drinking there? Zimas?
no, now it's water, but it was something
Remember
else.
Zima?
It was something else before.
Do you remember that? Zima?
Oh, the Zimas. God,
Yeah.
God, they were big. Okay. Let me take this off. Again, so VRDO, the put option makes it act like a par bond. Like basically makes it act like a short-term bond. Okay. Brian. I'm saying Brian Dempsey. That is outstanding. Here, I'll give this to Brian. Hold on. Oh, here we go.
Yeah! Who passed? I passed! Series 7 in the bag, baby! Let's go! Confetti for days! Top of the world! Woo!
Top of the world, ma. And he's boom. I love it. Brian, everyone says, "Oh, I couldn't do it without." Yes, you could have. You just would have taken a little bit longer. Okay. Brian Zima was awesome.
I love that. That's great.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Past perfect is a bitch, right? Past perfect goes way too deep. So yeah, Kelly, you're fine. But again, if anyone's on here took the 6, any surprises on this thing? Okay. I think we're in good shape. We did a good job here today. A lot of busy stuff. Maybe I talked too fast. I got to go slower. But again, guys, that answer there was embedded. It's called an embedded put option. It gives you the right to sell it back to the issuer anytime you want. Zima. I don't think I ever had it. Okay. Ariana, I can do that. Okay. Now, so when we talk about limited, actually, it's funny. One of my students, how about this? One of my students was a former landman. Do you ever see that? You know the show Landman?
I know, but I haven't watched it.
She said it's nothing like it. He's just a criminal. Landmen are they're the ones who handle, they manage the oil. So she said she hates that show, but it's very interesting that it's kind of cool that she does that. She lives in Midland where the show is. Anyway, it's worth watching, even though it's crap. Now, oh, Justin. Okay, hold on. So oil and gas, there's 3 levels of oil and gas. There's exploratory called wildcatting, if development and income. So the risky one, okay. Tastes like zit. That's funny. You're getting a lot of Zima comments. I never had Zima in my life. Okay.
You guys should do a video on Zima.
Was it alcohol?
Yeah, it was like clear alcohol. It was like
that's like fucking those spritzer fucking things, right?
Yeah, but have you drank any of those?
No, I drink beer. That's literally when I drink beer.
What kind of beer do you drink?
What?
What kind of beer do you drink?
I literally, this is what I do because I don't drink a lot. I go to the bartender, even if I go, usually it's a open bar. I just reach down and grab me whatever beer you get. I don't give a shit.
Oh, I'm
not going to fucking. I'm not going to a back alley bar where they have fucking Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's either Corona or but I like. To be fair, it's weird. I like Budweiser.
I got to be honest. I really like tequila.
You really?
That's my go-to drink.
Everyone, if you want to thank Jeff, now you know what to do. Send him a tequila.
Yes, tequila.
What's the best name? Not Tito.
I've gone all the way. I've been to some
Alcoholic Sprite.
Yes.
It was like smeared off ice. That's
But
right. No, and by the way, Ariona's like fucking A, but you got to be patient with us. We're ADD, baby. Okay.
I've had some really high end tequilas. I think you do hit a point where like it's no longer worth it.
Yeah. Everyone I know, there were two things that you can only, if you get blasted on peppermint schnapps, and I never did, and tequila, if you blast on that, you can never drink that shit again.
I'll tell you what.
Smell makes you sick.
One night, I was staying down in LBI. I was invited down to somebody's house in crazy 4th of July party.
Right.
I did you ever do the fruit punch with the grain?
Yeah, we used to do that in college.
With your arm.
Yep. Big garbage can wrapped in. Yeah, exactly. Everclear was, remember, it was Everclear. No, listen, I stopped drinking. I really stopped drinking. I haven't gotten drunk, buzzed maybe, since college.
No, I've had some.
No. Again, remember what happened to me? I disappeared for a fucking week because I was doing something on stamps. So after that, I was like, I never want to lose control again. I literally disappeared for a week during spring break. Anyway, so back to this, Ariana. So now, exploratory development and income. Finally getting to your thing. So exploratory is where you're basically drilling where there's no oil. There's no oil coming up already. So they're drilling, looking for oil. That's what they're called, wildcat wells. They are the most risky because you're just dropping oil. Now, it's not as risky now because they got fucking MRI shit, right? Whatever. But it is what it is. Then development is where you're drilling where there's already oil. Like somebody already hit a well and you buy the property next to it and start drilling, you'll probably hit oil because it's not like it's a little thing. Income is literally just selling oil that's been pulled. Now, development can also be you buy an existing well that just got gushered and then you turn it into an income producing. So exploratory is the highest risk. Okay. Middle. The middle is the development where you're either drilling where there's oil or you're building that's already hit oil. And income is just selling at low risk, low reward. Now, remember, for the most part, oil, if you're going to see anything about depletion or depreciation, oil and gas is mostly depreciation. Okay. Hold on. Let me get to this. So, Justin, hold on. Before I get to you, Chris. So, foreign currency, I think of it this way. Just remember EPIC, first of all. EPIC. Don't open EPIC. Exporters by puts, importers by calls. Boom. EPIC. Exporters by puts, importers by calls. That's what that is. Okay. However, sometimes that doesn't work. If you think the foreign currency is going up, you buy calls. If you think the foreign currency is going down, you buy puts because you cannot buy options on the U.S. currency. And you know why you can't buy options on the foreign currency? Because we are the shit. And what that means is that all foreign deals are done in our fucking currency. All other currencies are pegged to us. They move with us, so they do not. There you go, DePablo. Depletion. We go. Everything's pegged to us, so we're always a dollar. So buying options on the U.S. currency would be stupid. So again, if you think the dollar's dropping, the foreign currency is going up, buy calls. If you think the dollar's going up, you buy foreign currency, puts, it goes down. Hope that helps. Now, and remember EPIC. There you go. I'm glad you helped out. That's awesome. Yeah, don't stress. So don't stress out on the math, Kelly. Math. And Kaplan and Pest Perfect, you really go heavy on the math. Okay. So hold on. I know this is how you feel.
They won't be reaching out for you no more. Don't tell my heart, my achy, breaking heart. I just don't think you'd understand.
Feel right when you miss, right?
You know what I feel so bad about when people tell me they got like a 71?
What?
That used to be passing.
I know. That used to be, yeah, exactly. You'd be like, I still sometimes when they say 70, oh, good. No, that's not good. Because if you see a score, it's not good. It used to be you got a score. But listen, Justin, here's the thing. So remember this. Don't act like you missed by one. Do not act like you missed by one. Act like you missed by 29%. Take the day off. Take off through things. As Jeff said, take off through Thanksgiving. Don't work during Thanksgiving, whatever that is. No, I'm kidding. Don't study during Thanksgiving. Wait until like Saturday and just go back and start rereading the book. If you don't like your vendor, change it to Achievable or STC or whatever it is. But you know enough to pass. Don't change your fucking answers. And all I want you to do is take the weekend off and then just start reading the book cover to cover. And Jeff has a good video on what if I fail behind the paywall.
like to make a caveat to what you just said, but you kind of mentioned it. You got a 71. You studied. You know the material. It maybe misread one or a couple questions. You know what you're doing, but your point of rereading everything and acting like you failed by 30 is so that you don't miss anything, because you're not going to pull the same bank of questions.
Okay, good. I love it. Now, let me change this a little bit. Talking about strippers to Pablo. What are you talking about? Okay, so sports is wild card. Now, technically, a stripper well is near the end. It's basically it's near the end of its life. They feel that it's near the end, but it is what it is. Okay, so but it is part of the income thing because it's already paying. Okay. Listen, Notman, I love Notman. That's great. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut this off in a minute. Okay, now. Okay, I'm going to try to get through this as quick as I can. Okay. Now, I have, by the way, folks, I have a bunch of stuff. I have a bunch of videos of the 57. It's a vague test. Brander, make sure you use, make sure you use STC. I'm kidding. It's not that bad. I felt the punch on my stomach for a second. So make sure, and Jeff knows exactly what I'm talking about. That's why he's laughing so hard. After it's over, I'll tell you guys what happened. Not now. Okay. But I do got to run. No pun intended. No, I'm kidding. So, Series 57, make sure you use STC. Notman is good, but STC is a little bit better. Focus. Remember, it's a very vague test. Like sometimes half the battle is trying to figure out what they're asking about, like what market they're, NASDAQ, third market, shit like that. Also, the options are not that hard. They're super straightforward options, especially after the 7 already. And but I swear to God, STC is good. Notman is great because they have some outlier stuff they go, but STC is the best for the 57. Okay. Okay. By the way, fucking none of them. That's a fucking Kaplan thing. I looked it up. I saw that. They do not give tax credits. The IRS they give tax deductions. I looked it up on 5 different places because Kaplan said it. Their tax deductions are not tax credits. That's where Kaplan, and I know a bunch of people that got that wrong. They don't give credit.
Difference. Tax deductions.
Tax deduction is you reduce your income. Tax credit is you get a direct money back. You want a tax credit. So if you have a tax credit, they're literally reducing the taxes you owe dollar for dollar. Tax deduction, you're reducing the income you're getting taxed on. So you're only saving like 25%. So they don't, Ariana, I knew, once I saw that, I was like, I knew where you are. The one at either Kaplan and Pest Perfect. I think it's actually Pest Perfect, not Kaplan. But either way, they don't do tax credits. I've seen that question. I went to 5 different places and they're fucking wrong. Okay. Yeah, listen. No, dude, don't have to. I mean, if you L. So if you really want to, yes, advice, I'll get you there. Okay, so now, if you want to see where you are, go to my practice exam playlist. Okay, I have the first one I do gives you the same vibe as a test. One of the other ones is the FINRA one that they give you, like that's a free one. Then I have some STC ones. Do those. There's an STC, a FINRA, and then I'm not saying it's questions from the exam, but they're very much like it. See how you're doing those, L, and see and come back. Don't pay for anything else. If you feel that you're still struggling, don't buy the whole thing. Go buy the STC supplemental exams. I have links that give you like 15, 20% off. Again, I don't fucking know. And you can just buy the supplementals, probably like $50, $60. It's 4 new tests. But remember, the Notman questions are legit harder than the real exam. They really are. Okay.
I'll throw in the comments what your scoring low was on that.
Okay, how low it went, right? Yeah. She's in the 80s. She's fucking pumped.
Because right, she's in the 80s. She should go take the exam.
Right. Exactly. Okay. Okay, hold on. Yes, listen. If you have more than a week, if you have more than 7 to 10 days, yes, it's worth buying. But when you do them, do the chapter quizzes first. Do not do the full finals until you've gotten through all the chapter quizzes. You got to get used to the wording. But yeah, I mean, if you're right there, okay. Wayna, take it on Wednesday or Friday. Either tomorrow or Friday, take it. Let me go back. Okay. See here, I know. So we got that covered, right? No tax credits. Now, advice of the 63. Hopefully you have STC, whatever the main ones. read the book once or twice. If it's STC, read it twice because it's only 130 pages. Then once you finish reading it, do the chapter quizzes and then test to your eyes bleed. This is the only exam that I believe in taking a million tests. Oh my God, L.
That's my point.
Don't fucking take the test. Don't do another one. Take mine on the website. You don't have to buy anymore. I mean, you got an 84 and it's really badly worded. You're good. Back to this. Read the book cover to cover. Take the quizzes. Take the chapter quizzes. Then take finals. Take 2 a day. Review the shit out of them. And it's going to happen. This is the way it goes with the 63. It's shit. Boom, like 80s. It's the way it is. It's not like 65, 70. It's like shit, and boom, it clicks. That's the way it goes. Okay. Nick, how can I possibly be the man if you're the man? Okay. Mick, you're Bam. I'm glad I make you laugh a little bit. I do try. My family absolutely thinks I have no sense of humor. I have a sense of humor, but it's really fucking annoying. Imagine listening to this shit all day long. It'd be fucking horrible. Okay. Okay. Again, hold on. Okay. I'm going to be leaving real soon. You may have to finish this up. Okay. Take it either Wednesday or Friday. You're fine. You're in great. I'm not taking any more questions because I'll be a mess. Okay. It's fine. Pest beverage brutal. Focus on the ethics. Get everything down. I watch my videos. I have a whole video for this 63, but it's not for you, Al. It's him. I'm going to get back to you. Go to. No, now I'm losing contract. Now there's nothing going on. But just get through it. Focus on everything. But find my videos and my playlist, and then make sure you have ethics down pat. Yeah, listen, L, you're fine. You're fucking fine. Just find my practice exam walkthroughs. The first 5 videos are achievable STC, the real one, and then my one. Go to do those, and you'll be fine. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, you're fine. Listen, TC baby, same thing. Go to my practice exam walkthroughs, take some of them. And I think Notman is harder than the exam. If you're passing Notman shit, you're in good shape. But do try to roll stuff around. Okay. You have more than enough time. I have people that take it in a weekend. So yeah, if you have basically 9 days, you're fine. Just get through the book real quick as you can. Then start taking tests till your eyes bleed. I agree. I think the brutal exam is all my brutal exams are very close to the real exam. All my 66 brutal, my 7 brutal, and my GPT versus 7 will give you the same vibe as a test. Okay.
Ooh, good.
Yep, there you go. Okay.
Nico's questions.
I'm going to get to Nico in a second. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to take a test every day. Nico, I will get you. You need to take a test every single day. Every single day and review the shit out of it. That's what you can do. But make sure you have mutual funds, annuities, options down pat. And the day of, make sure you read the day before or the morning of, read customer accounts. I promise you. Boom. Okay. This is a great question. So
it is.
The thing is, it depends how long. I mean, maybe you're better off just finding like a New York Life or something to sponsor you. But I think you don't want to burn out. So maybe take a test once or twice a week. Maybe take a final. Maybe just go back and watch videos. Like, don't spend 2 hours every day. You're going to burn out. But although, Nico, you could take the 66 on your own. Like, if you don't think you're going to sponsor before the end of the year, maybe switch it up and do the 66. There's 40% overlap, so you're not going to lose anything, and you add more shit to it. And you can take that on your on your own. You can take the 66 without it. Like, literally, Nico, I would take, like, if you're going to do it twice a week, take a full final like twice a week. But again, if you think it's going to be a while, go bang out the 66 or the 63. You can do that on your own. 63 doesn't have a lot of overlap, but the 66 has 40% overlap. You can do that. That might help.
Nico, are you interviewing or close to a job offer? That's also another consideration. Because you got to figure if you're going for a job, you got a couple of rounds of interviews, a couple of weeks.
Okay. I think that works. Okay, I think we're done. I'm done. Okay. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much for coming on. And
enjoy your Zimas.
Enjoy the Zimas, baby. I love it. Okay, everyone. Everyone on this note.
I'm scared to death. I'm frightened, and I don't know what to do. I'm confused, and I want